Hello. Okay, next tutorial. This tutorial is part of another amazing collaboration with some amazing people. I'll flash all the names on the screen now because there's quite a few of them. And they're all such amazing makeup artists. It's such an honour to be in this collaboration. So thanks guys so much for asking me. It was super fun. The theme is nursery rhymes. So I've gone with Humpty Dumpty. Granted it's a very angry Humpty Dumpty, but I wasn't going to do a nice sweet one, was I? So, yeah. The effect was supposed to have little feet and little arms, but I just thought it looked better without it. I don't know, I'll let you guys be the judge of that. So it's just like an egg sitting on a wall with a big crack in the head. But yeah, there's not much else I can say about this look. Definitely make sure to check out everyone else's videos in this collaboration because they're all stunning. I'll make sure to put the photos of everyone's makeups at the end of this video, just so you can see how stunning their work is. So yes, if you'd like to see how to recreate this madness, stay tuned. So the first things I'm going to do, I'll block out my eyebrows and apply a plain latex bald cap. I won't show you guys how to do it in this video, otherwise, because the video will go on forever. So I'll pop 2 links here to tutorials I've done in the past to teach you guys how to do that, just so I can save some time up in this video. So yeah, so I'm going to do that, and we'll go from there. So there we are. So I've covered my ears as well, and I've also gone along the edge of my bald cap with some liquid latex to about 3 coats or so, just so it's really fine, so there's no edge. So whilst that's drying, I just think I'm going to take my liquid latex and I'm going to start applying that on my forehead, because I know I never do happy things, I never seem to do sweet things, it's always going to be creepy, so I'm going to make this a very angry Humpty Dumpty, because I'm going to have a big crack somewhere in the bald cap, and he's going to be angry about that, but sad, so yeah. And so I'm going to build this area up here with some liquid latex. I'm also going to cover my entire face. You don't have to do that. The reason I'm doing it is because I think I'm going to cut a mouth in, a really deep mouth, rather than just paint it on. And if I'm going to do this area and this area, I might as well just cover the whole thing. Why not? So yes, I'm going to do that probably about 3 coats on the entire face. And then when it comes to the brow, I'm going to do that with, I'm going to layer it out with some tissue just to make the brows look really angry. Okay, so when I've built enough layers up, I'm going to take some regular tissue paper that I've torn in 2, so I've got the thinner halves, and using small strips of this at a time, I'm going to cover, or coat an area. I'm only going to do this on my brows, I think, but coat an area like that, and then I can just stick this down, and then just cover it again. So that will start building it up, and I'm going to go for a very angry brow, so I'm going to do a very big V shape, so I'm going to work in this area here. So I'm going to do that, let it dry, and then keep layering it up and layering it up to about 7 coats, I think, and it to be quite thick. So there we are. So after about 7 coats, I've got something that looks like this. It does help in between layers just to gently push downwards as it dries, so you've got this little overlap here, just so it looks very unhappy. Okay, so I know I said I wasn't going to use more tissue other than here, but I'm going to put some tissue here and here, maybe about 2 coats or maybe even 1 coat, just either side here, so when I cut into it, it's extra deep, because I don't want it to be like cuts, I just want there to be a very sad expression going on. Okay, so when that's all dry, I'm going to start on the foundation. I'm not going to cut into these until I've done the foundation, just to make it easier. So I'm going to use a mixture of 2 colours for this. I'm going to use both Snazaroo watercolours, and they are in peach and dark brown. The idea is I'm going to paint my entire face with this colour first, and then I'm going to speckle on the brown, just blend it into each other. So just try and get it more of an eggy colour, and but a bit darker than that. So yeah. So I'm not applying it on my neck because that's going to be the wall area, and this is just the whole thing. Yeah. So then I'm just going to take a fan brush, just any kind of fan brush really, and I'm just going to start with the dark brown Snazaroo watercolour, doing the same thing. I should have mentioned, sorry, I was stippling that colour on rather than brushing on, because on the latex it just gives that really speckly effect. I just really think that's quite cool, especially for an egg. So try and get a little colour. There we go, it's probably about the right colour. So I can just do that all over in random areas, just to add a bit more of a speckled effect and a different colour to it, so it's just not all one block colour, because I don't want to do any more contouring on this, because it needs to be as round as possible, really. So you should just start getting something that looks like that. So, I mean, if at any point the area is a little bit too dark, you can always just go in with the same peach colour and just top it up. And same vice versa with the brown. Just gives it a bit more of a more unique effect. And then just going to take an eyeliner pencil. It doesn't matter which one you use, I'm just using a light colour just so I can map out the shape that I want for the mouth, because I want it to be very, very sad. So if I map it out first, then I can cut into it with some scissors afterwards. I am so annoyed. I'm so sorry. I recorded this step and then realised my camera hadn't recorded. Awesome. What I literally did was I took the brown watercolour that I used on the face and I just painted this lip shape. So I covered my top lip and I covered a line going down the sides where I cut into the mouth, and I've kept my bottom lip nude just because it gives that, when you close your mouth, it looks like really cartoony sad. Yeah. Then I'm just going to take a Grimas brown cream in 1001 and I'm going to use that to colour my eyelid and just underneath my eye, and remember to make this shape here a lot higher so it just carries on that brow shape. So I've just kept blending and blending the colour, and I've gone all the way in here. So I only used a tiny bit of colour on the eyelid and then I worked it outwards so it's got lighter and lighter as it's got towards the edges. So when you've done that, I went for the shape, not a skull shape, but I've gone for the whole more pointy here because that's where your cheekbones would be. Yeah, I think it looks quite creepy. Then I'm just going to work on some contouring. So I've already gone down here, so 2 little flicks either side just to make the brow look a bit more furrowed. And I'm also going to do a few lines, just maybe some going out here, just to make it look more like there's a furrowing of the brow. I'm using still the brown cream, by the way. I'm just going to do one line going straight just down there. Yeah, on either side. I'm also going to do some nasal labial fold, so I'm just going to go down the sides of the nose and then just taper the colour downwards. And the idea that I can just blend this colour outwards so the inside of it is completely clean. There we are. Nice and grumpy. Now I need to do something to be grumpy about, so I'm going to take my trusty Collection 2000 eyeliner pen in black and I'm going to start doing some cracks. So I'm going to do like a large crack point here and I'm going to have loads of little cracks coming off, so it's just a case of drawing them like veins basically, and then coming random jagged legs coming off each other, and obviously not too huge, make sure the cracks taper off so it just fades off basically. So press heavier towards the cracked area and then taper it out. So with the cracks, it's pretty much plan it by eye, really. You just cut into little random areas and have them jag them off like little roots. Yeah, so I'm going to leave all this now for the time being. I'm going to work on the neck. So I'm going to paint this entire area here black, just so it disappears. And this whole area here, across my shoulders, where my shoulder line starts, is going to be a brick wall. So it looks like I'm sitting on a brick wall. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a mixture of red and black watercolours, and I'll show you as I'm going along. So I'm going to take my Collection 2000 eyeliner pen again, and I'm just going to start tracing it on. So I think I'm going to have it from about, where my shoulder line is, all the way across. So I'm just going to roughly sketch on it. It hasn't got to be particularly neat, because it can be in a really sketchy pattern. So as I said, really don't worry about making it insanely neat. You're just trying to get the shapes and everything in proportion. Yeah, so I'm going to cover all this here black, and this area here all black. And these bricks, I'm going to use a Snazaroo in bright red. And I'm going to use that and colour all of this area in, and then I can go over the lines again with some black Snazaroo watercolour. Then I can go in with the black Snazaroo watercolour and just start drawing on these lines. I'm going to make them quite thick, I think, to make it a bit easier. And just to add a bit more depth to these bricks, I'm just going to take some black hairspray and really lightly from a distance, make sure you're in an area obviously where there's good ventilation, and just spray it in random places just to add some more tone to it. There we go. I've added a few little extra cracks as well, like I did on the head, just to, I don't know, make it a little bit more interesting. So there we go, and I just stuck some fake leaves to my chest with some pro sticks, just because I thought it'd make it look more like a wall. And I was going to apply some fake feet and arms to this look, like I mutilated a Santa teddy to get little booties, but I just think, I don't know, I'm not sure if it works. I mean, if you've got small little shoes that lying around, like off a teddy, you could stick them on 2 little hands. That'd work. I just think for now, I'll just leave it as it is. I mean, hopefully the effect comes across as something sitting on a wall. I don't know. But yeah, I was going to put some lenses in as well, but I think, I don't know, it kind of looks more creepy with human eyes, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not a lot else I could do to this look. I mean, I could probably go on forever doing more cracks, but to be honest, it's a Humpty Dumpty look. I'm sure there's no rules on it. So, so yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It's definitely a unique one. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks everyone in this collaboration. It was such a fun one to do. Really challenging one to do at that. I'll flash on the screen in a second the photos of all the people in this collaboration, just so you guys can see it, because they're amazing. But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and definitely make sure to check out everyone's videos in this collaboration, because they're all amazing. And yeah, so until next time, bye.